The 2024 election is already stolen. That's what Republican voters are being told anyway. Did you know there was a war game conference last week put on by a group that's associated with the Heritage Foundation? The same Heritage Foundation that wrote Project 2025. In this war game conference, they came up with a bunch of wackadoodle scenarios that aren't plausible. The most wackadoodle of them being that the FBI would arrest Donald Trump 2 days after winning the election. But the most dangerous scenario they came up with was telling voters that as things stand right now, there's a 0% chance of a free and fair election, and then accused formally the Biden administration of creating the conditions that most reasonable policymakers and officials cannot in good conscience certify an election. Now, they have no evidence of any of this, but they don't mind saying it. And keep in mind, Donald Trump himself has repeatedly declined to say that he will accept the results of election and that he refuses to rule out a violent response. And at the War Game conference, one of the people that helped lead the simulation said, if we see the kind of manipulations that we saw in 2020, I wonder if average Americans who are supporters of the president, talking about Trump, will swallow that so easily as they did in 2020. I'm sorry, but what? This is what you call swallowing it easy? You mean when they tried to have the then Vice President of the United States hanged because he was doing his constitutional duties certifying the election? In case you can't read between the lines, let me do it for you. They are rallying the troops. Just like in 2020, before the election ever happened, Donald Trump said, if I lose, it will be because it was stolen. They're doing the same thing, only this time, they know they will get a violent response from people. They got it last time, and this time, they're banking on it. This is who the Republican Party is. Conspiracies without evidence, making claims about elections that haven't even happened yet. Listen, it's simple. Come November, vote blue. Third parties won't save us from this. The Republican Party has a plan to strip you of every human right you have, every civil liberty you have, and make this a single-party dictatorship. If they can't win the election, they're planning to take it violently. This is not a drill. We got to wake up and be as ready to stop them as they are to take away this democracy.